Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I am here today with day 8 of the 12 Days of Christmas, hosted by Rosa Kelly, who is Rosa Kelly Scrapbooking here on YouTube. I am also joined by Debbie, who is Deborah Adams Creative Life, and Kimmy, who is Salty Beach Scrapper. So today's theme is Winter Wonderland. And of course I had to come back and make a box because I love boxes. I'm using Photo Play Winter Chalet. You know, it's so wintry. It's a winter wonderland going on here. I used a little sign off the front of the cover page here. This little sign here. I used some little jemmies and the little snowman sticker. So I thought it was super cute. The plaid to keep you warm in your winter wonderland. But let's take a look at this box. Ta-da! It's a gift card holder. But wait, it can fit snacks. So if you put your snacks in there, this one might be too thick. It's a little extra hidden spot. Yeah, that one's too thick. But if you have a flatter snack, you can put it in there. And so when they open it, take out their gift card, they have some snacks. Put in there. If you want to be healthy, you know, put your little protein bar in there. But yeah, I asked my mom for snacks and this is what she gave me. So super cute. I love this. It fits a Starbucks gift card. Now I do the tutorial. I show you the madness of how to do a pizza box. It's a little bit different than my box template for my fold flat boxes. For this one, I'm going to maybe do a book with this template too, because as you can see, my drawing is really horrible. But I walk you through the steps. The only thing I don't walk you through is how to make these little the slits. So it is super easy to make the slit when you don't put the box together. Well, I glued the sides and forgot that I needed to make the slits. I do have a gift card die, but I don't have it with me, so I just had to use an X-Acto knife to make the little slits. And so what I did, and obviously you're not going to do this on the back of yours, but I just did on the back of mine to show you. I traced the gift card and then I cut the slits in the back with an X-Acto knife. And then I flipped it over, I covered it, and then I cut the slits with the X-Acto knife. So it super worked. If you do want to keep, you know, if you do have to do this method, just erase your pencil marks, which I have no idea where a pencil is for me to erase my pencil marks. So yeah, use what you have, guys. So super cute. It's super easy and quick to make. You guys know I do not craft hard. So here's the tutorial. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for this gift card holder. Dropping everything. Okay, so the standard size of a gift card is 3 3/8 by 2 1/8. I just looked it up on Google. Okay, that's the gift card size. Now, I want to have a tray that the gift card sits on top. So 1/8 of an inch more would be 3 1/2 by 2 1/4. That's going to be a small border. What's the next size? 3 3/4 by 2 1/2. That gives me a 1/4 inch. I think I'm going to go by 4 by 2 3/4. That's going to give me a 1/2 inch border around my card so I can kind of decorate it. I think that's what I want. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our tray. So I need a tray to fit a 4 by 2 3/4. So how I do that is I'm just going to draw a rectangle. You need your sides. And it's going to be 4 going left to right. And then it's going to be 2 3/4 going up and down. And then I want my sides to be 3/4. only because I think an inch is going to be too big and a half is going to be too small, I think. Okay, let me math this out. 2, 3, 4 1/4. Okay, and then this way is 4, 4 3/4, 5 1/2. Okay. Okay. You can get 4 boxes out of one sheet of 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. 4 trays. All right, so let me put my paper down. 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Okay. And then I'm gonna score it at 3/4 on all 4 sides. I know this is gonna work. Trays are easy for me. I'm just worried about the pizza box. I don't do a lot of pizza boxes. So, and I'm just using some very cheap and thin cardstock. It's not much thicker than copy paper, to be honest. But it's like the cheap Sam's Club one that I get that I don't mind throwing away or putting in the recycle bin, whatever. Obviously, when you make your project, you're going to use good cardstock and you're going to varnish your lines. But right now with this stuff, I just need to fold it and it's fine because it's, you know, it's not paper you would use to make a 3D item if you want it to last. Alright, so I just made my 4 tabs. Line up your corners. Okay, so my tray is pretty much done. Now I just got to think about the pizza box part of it. Okay. Right. Tray is good. This is me when I have to do something I don't really want to do. All of a sudden I start cleaning. Alright, so now the pizza box. You need the top portion, you like your lid, you need your hinge, you need your bottom, and then you need your side flaps, your top flap, and your bottom flap. Okay, so, okay, I need to draw that on a different piece of paper. And this paper here is just scraps like with misprints from the printer or whatever. Actually, most of it is when I print the UPS labels on here. Okay. So I know I need these to be 3 1/4. But I think I want to make these 1/8 of an inch bigger so I have a little wiggle room with my tray. I don't know if that's going to work. I will have the correct measurements in the description box. This is just me showing you how I come up with this, and if it's right, hey, I'm good to go. If it's wrong, well, back to the drawing board. Okay, so my up and down is going to be the 2 3/4, but I want it to be 1/8 of an inch. So 2 7/8. 2 7/8. And then my left to right is going to be 4, but I want to add 1/8, so 4 1/8. Same thing for this one, it has to be the same size, right? 4 1/8. And this needs to be 3/4. So I made the lid and the bottom slightly bigger, so that way my little tray can fit in there. Okay, let's math it out. My up and down. I'm not going to do this in my head, so let me go to my calculator. So we have 0.75 plus 2.875 plus 0.75 plus 2.875 plus 0.75 equals 8. Okay. And then this way, 4.125 plus 0.75 plus 0.75, which equals, I did not know my phone did that. Gosh darn it. 5 and 5/8. I memorized all these stupid things because I didn't realize if you just hit the equals button, it gives you the decimal and the fraction. I feel mad at myself. Because I just memorized what, you know, the decimal. Okay, whatever. Yeah. I'm just double checking my math because now I'm all out there in left field because of that. Okay, so 0.75 plus 2.875 plus 0.75 plus 2.875 plus 0.75. Yep, okay, that one's right. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our piece of paper, which is 8 by 5 and 5/8. All right. 5 and 5/8 is the tick mark between the half and the 3/4. So 1, 3, 5. By 8. Okay. All right. And then scored on all 4 sides at 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so here we go. So 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, and 3/4. Okay, so now I got this. So now I need to score it at 2 7/8, right? No, I need it to be 2 7/8 from this part right here. So I'm going to do a little cheater method here. Let me move this out the way. I don't feel like mathing today, so here we go. This is what I do. 2 7/8 from that line is going to be right here. That's where I need to score it. Again, I will have the actual measurements in the description box. Okay. And then I need to move over 3/4 of an inch from that. Which gives me 1, 2, 3. Okay. There we go. Let me write down these long measurements. So on the long side, I have, this is the cheater way, easy way, 3/4, and then 3 and 1, 3, 5, 3 and 5/8, 4 and 3/8, and 7 1/4. Okay. The short side, your measurements are 3/4 and 4 7/8. All right, that's how I figure out the measurements. This was the paper size. Okay. That's how the madness lives in my brain, guys. Move all this out the way. And yes, I am creating on Chaos here's this project I did yesterday. You can see my sheet of what I need to do. So yeah, it's chaos everywhere. All right. Pizza box. Now hopefully this works. I'm pretty sure it will. Okay, so long side. I definitely need to cut this and miter. Okay. Cut and miter. Okay. And cut and miter. Okay, do the same to the bottom. Cut and miter. And cut and miter. Sometimes I take the bulk out, like make the tab shorter, but it just depends on my mood. And right now, that's an extra step. So these tabs are staying this size. Right. If you have directional paper, then you need to determine what's the top and what's the bottom. But I have cardstock, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just making this the bottom. Fold in all 4 flaps. Glue your flaps nicely. And then start lining up your corners. Lining up your corners is very important. You don't want a wonky shape box. Okay. Now make these middle tabs come down because this is going to be the bottom of the box. I did not miter very well on that, and I'll show you what I'm on about in just a second. Dang, I didn't miter very well on this one either. Did I even miter? The reason why you miter is to prevent that. See that little piece that's hanging up over your line? That's all we're mitering for, is to get rid of that little, I don't even know if yeah, that little extra, so you have a straight line. That's all you're mitering for. So, I mean, normally, you know, it doesn't really matter, but that little chunk is what you miter for. That is it. All the drama of mitering, just for that. Alright, now the top box, top lid. So it looks like this. Pushed in my tabs. I'm going to work upside down. Line up my seams. Right. I'm a winner. Chicken dinner. Yeah, buddy. Okay, I do my little dance because I do get excited every time I have a successful box, especially a pizza box. Your pizza box, they do flare out. There's nothing you can do about that. Me and Kimmy were talking about, we hate that it flares out, but it is what it is. If you burnish really well, it'll have less hangout. But the only way to prevent that is to tie a ribbon or something around it. But whatever. Somebody's measuring my hangout, then they deserve to see my hangout. How about that? Alright, so I'm going to punch a little thing here. I just realized something. I don't have my, I don't have my little punch thing. So I have a die from Jada Blossom that makes the semicircle gift card holder thing so you can stick your gift card in. I don't have that with me, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. Okay. Alright, thanks for watching the madness of this tutorial. Bye.